Welcome to the Intuitive Therapist Podcast with Janis R. Cohen, therapist, clairvoyant, empath, and medium. Listen in as she takes a no-nonsense deep dive into real human struggles and how to resolve them. Janis will share channeled information from her spirit guide team, as well as the angels and archangels, to help you master your emotional, physical, financial, and spiritual destiny. And now, Janis R. Cohen.
Hey y'all, this is Janis Cohen, the Intuitive Therapist, here on the Intuitive Therapist Podcast. I'm sorry about last week. I didn't get to post an episode, but I am back and we're hitting the road stronger than ever here. So I've always been one who loves to learn, and I love to hear how other people see the world, how they create successful businesses, how they align with their truth. I think all of us are here to do at least one thing: align with our truth. How exactly do we do that, though? Align with our truth. I think most people think that they are aligned with their truth. My sense is that most people are not. What is the truth anyway, y'all? Intellectually, the truth is what you choose to believe that it is, right? Intellectually, you choose your truth or truths. Whatever you choose to believe becomes your truth. But that doesn't mean that they are actually true. They are just beliefs, and beliefs come from our minds, not from what's real. We determine what's real based on what we believe. Over the past 3 decades, I've done work around how belief impacts who we are and our quality of life. It's only been in the past several years that I have made real headway with mine, limiting beliefs, that is. When I choose to believe good things, I feel good. However, when I begin to feel down or discouraged, fearful, anxious, stressed, overwhelmed, resourceless, scared, I know that there is an underlying belief that is causing this. And I also know that it is my job to uncover it, lay it out all with all the words that come with it, and then disprove it. We all need to do this. No one is meant to believe the bad beliefs because they're not real. Bad beliefs are not truth. They are not our truth. Good beliefs are. I was listening to a module in a course I'm taking, and the woman who created the course spoke about choice and belief. And if you've done any self-development work, then you know that a belief is a choice. Let me explain a little more. But how often do you observe what you believe instead of blindly just accepting the belief? How often do you take the time to be the architect of your beliefs rather than be a slave to them? This was a significant point that this woman was making. Beliefs are a choice. And even if they kind of seem like they just come with you, they're really a choice. And choosing beliefs to believe creates our reality. What we see outside of us, our outer existence, is a direct reflection of the beliefs that we hold. If we see our bank accounts low, if we see our business struggling, if we see our relationships lacking something, if we see anything in our lives in a way that isn't happy, good, prosperous, or abundant, it's because we have beliefs that are creating a different reality than what we want. And that reality is being reflected by our outer world. What we believe on the inside creates what we experience on the outside. As I was listening to this young woman share her wisdom, I felt sure that she has been appointed by the heavens to truly help people change their lives. She's in her mid-30s and has more wisdom about life than I ever did at that age. She is a wise soul indeed. And I'm not picky when I learn from people. I trust my gut with my teachers, especially when I choose them. And in truth, I do my best to learn from everybody. And I've worked hard to notice when my ego tries to lead me astray from learning truths about myself and my life. The ego kind of does that, tries to keep us safe. I've been facing something daunting, and I have actually been dealing with this daunting thing for many years of my life. And while I understand its root cause, I still struggle to overcome it. Intellectually, I know what it is. Intellectually, I know the one step that it will take to overcome it. Yet I freeze when I think about it. I laugh as I tell you this, but I can only imagine that you too struggle with something just as daunting to overcome. We all do. Here's what I struggle with. For years, I felt duplicitous, meaning that I say I want something, but then what I really want is something else. I love teaching. I love imparting wisdom. I do it here. I do it with clients. It comes easy to me. I do it when I write my books. Yet the daunting challenge I have been facing is that I've been holding myself back from stepping fully into my dreams by one simple choice: to play small and to hide. It's been made clear to me that in previous lifetimes, centuries ago, I was persecuted, even killed in many lifetimes, for speaking up and being seen, for speaking truth. When I found this out, it registered so profoundly that I couldn't deny it anymore. If I'm seen, then something horrible will happen to me. The result will be bad. Now, intellectually, I know now in this lifetime that that's not true. But my soul knows otherwise. My soul knows that that happened. My soul carries that energy, and it has shown up in many aspects of my life. If I speak up, something bad happens. I lose something, even my life. In my previous romantic relationships and in my business, this has shown up. And while I've done great work to overcome this challenge in my romantic relationships, making great strides, speaking my mind without worry about losing anything, because if I lost it, it wasn't mine to have in the first place, for some reason, the residue remains regarding my business. My inner perfectionist shows up to protect me, to keep me safe. She says, "Janis, don't risk putting your content and yourself out there until it's perfect. You'll fail. You'll die. Remember?" I'm haunted by this all the time. And in terms of me teaching truth, the only way I can do it is to be completely transparent with everybody. And I don't want to be haunted by this anymore. The challenge that is daunting is being more visible in the public eye, literally being seen on Facebook Live or making videos where I teach my content. My stomach shoots up to my throat and I freeze. Look, I've been on stages, and the minute before I step on stage, I'm terrified. But I get on stage in front of hundreds of people, and I just love it. I settle in. I feel good. I feel comfortable. Being in the spotlight when I move through that threshold is fucking awesome. But yet I'm haunted by this. So, it's time to overcome that, though, because I'm stepping into a new horizon in my business, and I have to teach. I have to share the wisdom that Spirit needs me to share. I have to share the wisdom that my soul needs it to share, and I have to be seen to do it. So I'm choosing to take the leap of faith and take imperfect action, something that I still struggle with. I'm still scared. But I realize that's okay. I am one of many people who are scared of this. Have you ever been scared to take imperfect action? Do you still hold yourself back and play small too? So back to this course and this wise young woman. She said one thing that changed my perception of myself. And while it may sound so sensible to you, and while you may say, "Of course, Janis, how could you not know that and then just do it?" It was a light bulb moment for me, and it changed the game for me. She said that whenever she feels doubtful, resourceless, and scared, she changes how she speaks, and it totally upsets the beliefs that cause her to feel these undesired feelings. I was like, what What does that mean? She uttered seven words that changed my life. And the 7 words are why I'm speaking with you today. Because if you are also somebody who's playing small in some way in your life, this is going to help you. And I'm here to be of service. The 7 words are, I choose to know and believe that. That's it. I choose to know and believe that. ... So instead of my limiting beliefs getting the best of me, like, if I really believe that if I show up and I mess up, or I don't have the perfect message, or if it doesn't resonate with people, then I have fucked up and failed, and I'm going to be punished in some way. I'm going to have a consequence. So instead of letting that limiting belief get the best of me, I can get the best of it. I can choose to choose differently, right? I get to decide what I believe. I get to do that. Nobody else and nothing else. I get to decide what I believe, what I think, how I feel, and what I do. I get to decide that. Not my ego, not my fucking fears, not my past, me right now. And yes, I have always known this intellectually. We all know this intellectually. But when the student is ready, the teacher appears, right? And she appeared. So choosing to choose changes everything. When we choose to choose differently, it changes the game. And I choose to know and believe that it isn't Janis who's being put out vulnerably anymore. That really, in all truth, I'm not going to die. I'm not going to suffer any kind of dire consequences. I'll learn. I may feel a little bit of the sting of embarrassment if something doesn't land well. Hey, I've done it before. I choose to know and believe that if I don't share the wisdom that I have to share, it's going to rob somebody of their aha moment. It would be a disservice. If I hold back for one more second, then I'm depriving somebody or many people of changing their lives and stepping into their truth, aligning with their truth. So I choose to know and believe that there is no risk in sharing, teaching, and giving of myself. I choose to know and believe that on the other side of the fear or this projected worry that I have is everything I want. I choose to know and believe that Spirit, the universe, and my guides, they all have my back. And that when I take the leap of faith to show up fully, whether it's on Facebook Lives, which I will be doing, or to begin this course that I'm teaching, which I'm going to tell you about in a little bit, that I'm going to be successful. It's going to work out just like it needs to. And I choose to know and believe that the work that I do changes lives. I can be imperfectly perfect and be the student and teacher at the same time. I can choose to believe that taking the leap of faith will allow me to get to the other side of this fear of persecution that I have and end this karmic shit once and for all, and that the world will open up and welcome me with open arms. I've experienced it before. I will experience it many times over again. So I choose to believe all of that. I choose to believe that facing fears is only dealing with limiting beliefs that aren't fucking true in the first place. That's all it is. And that's what I choose to believe. I get asked by women all of the time how to find more fulfillment and align with their true path. And that's because I've been able to align with my true path and find fulfillment in my own life. And it's been a hell of a journey to get here, but I know what works, and I know how to help you get there. Even if you tell yourself that you feel fulfilled, ladies, what I know is that there's something niggling inside of you that says, hey, I think there's something more for me. I think maybe this situation could be better, or I want more for myself. For the first time ever, ladies, I am going to be teaching a small select group of women who want to actually align fully with their true path and purpose, and teach them how to experience true and lasting fulfillment so that they can embrace their true power, own their worth, and be inspired by your life. And if you're done struggling with feeling like you aren't living your purpose and that there's something more out there for you to feel fully you, and you'd like to be a part of this special training, here's what I want you to do. I want you to send me a direct message on Facebook. Just look up my name. We don't have to be friends, although I would love to be friends with you, so you could totally friend me. But send me a private message saying, I want to be on the wait list for your training. I want in. And I'll reach back out to you. And next, I want you to hop on my website, janisrcohen.com. And I want you to download this free report I have called The 5 Pillars, okay, that will help you revolutionize your life. And when you get on my email list, I'm going to keep you abreast of when the program begins and invite you to participate in a lot of special things. This program I'm so excited about it, and I'm ready to do it. I choose to be seen, y'all, and I choose to share the wisdom. And I know that there are women out there who are ready to really step into the lives they love. You want more for your life? I'm going to help you figure out how to get it. You feel like you've lost parts of yourself? I'm going to help you reconnect with those parts of yourself and become an even better version. You want to feel fulfilled? I'm going to help you do that. But the very first thing you need to do is reach out to me and let me know you're interested. If this is you, then I can help. I wish you a blessed day, a wonderful week, and as always, live intuitively.
Thanks for listening to The Intuitive Therapist. If you like what you heard, the best compliment you can give us is to share this podcast with a friend, and be sure to give us some stars and a favorable review at Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen in.